Přátelé, vítám vás u dalšího dílu Explore Škoda podcastu. Dnešní díl bude snad ještě zajímavější než ty předchozí. Mým hostem totiž nebude nikdo jiný než pan Andreas Dick, člen představenstva Škoda Auto, zodpovědný za výrobu a logistiku. Tak jdeme na to, jdeme ho vyspovídat. Andreas, thank you for having time in your busy schedule for us.
Nice to meet you.
I will start right away. Tell me, how does 2024 look like so far in terms of production Škoda Auto?
So in general, it's not that bad. So we are producing significantly more than last year. Mm-hmm. So there is a good tendency in the volume. And this is especially remarkable because we had a lot of new product launches in our factories, starting with the Superb last year, then the Kodiaq. We had the Kamiq and the Scala PA, and as a latest launch, the Octavia PA. So this is also something special for production. We have so many launches directly one after each other. Considering this, we are doing very well.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
So, of course, there are some challenges with the volatility of the electric cars, with the sales volume. So we have to react, and we have higher production of ICE cars than initially planned, and this is then leading in some part restrictions that we have to handle. But like I said at the beginning, we are doing well.
We will get definitely to the EVs later. But tell me, is there something that has pleasantly surprised you in terms of production?
I already knew before I came to Škoda that Škoda is very flexible in reacting on the challenges of the market or the challenges of the part supply. But I was really positively surprised about really the level of the flexibility we have here to make the best out of the situation. And we are here in our main control room for the Mladá Boleslav plant. So the colleagues here play a very, very important role on steering the plant in a successful and efficient way.
And Andreas, could you tell me maybe some technological highlight from the Škoda Auto production, if there is something really special you want to talk about?
I think there is one thing that really helps us at the moment a lot. We are here at Škoda within the Volkswagen Group, the only ones that are producing electric cars and ICE cars on one line.
Okay.
So this really gives us high flexibility. This is technologically challenging, but it gives us, in a situation where the market demand is so volatile, like what we see at the moment, it really gives us an advantage, and it's really a technological highlight.
Do you know about the upcoming trends in automotive? I mean, in the production of automotive?
I think there are several. There is, of course, what you have is an ever-growing level of automatization. Because the technology is developing further, this allows us more possibilities or more areas where we can do automatization with a good business case. The other big thing is artificial intelligence, digitalization, what we see more and more in the factories, and where we really have a lot of good projects ongoing here at Škoda. In more general, you see in the car industry also a change in the way how cars are produced. We are going more in the modularization of the cars. This is also something what we see. And of course, a very big trend is sustainability. So this is also that affects us a lot in the production area, and this is also something we are very, very intensively working on.
Speaking of AI, what role exactly can AI play?
There are a lot of different possibilities where you can use AI in the production. You can use it for enhancing quality. You can use it for productivity, you can use it for advanced automatization, and we have a lot of use cases actually already, which is from the different fields AI can deliver. We have, for example, systems where we use machine learning to optimizing our maintenance and rework processes. We have use case for neural networks. where we use this self-learning neural networks to optimize maintenance, for example, for cameras that are observing the conveyor system. We have a lot of use cases also in the logistics, for example, to optimize transport space or even to optimize the truck routes who are collecting the parts from different suppliers so that they are really doing it in an optimized way, so that they go only there first where the parts are needed and then do really optimized routes. So there are a lot of use cases and they are getting more.
Okay.
And what we see is really that we have a lot of our people, of our employees who are really like to work with this kind of things, because it's in the meantime really easy very often to really also, for example, for an optical check, to do the training of a neural network in a very fast and easy way.
Sure.
Yeah? So and this is like little playing around, and this will be more and more in the future.
And are you also the one who's looking for it?
Yes, I like this. I'm really into it.
Good. Since you stepped to sustainability, could you tell me what exactly are you doing to follow the sustainability and maybe to also increase the level of sustainability here in Škoda Auto?
Well, there are a lot of activities ongoing. Yeah? Of course, a lot regarding CO2 reduction. So we install solar plants on the roofs of our facilities. We are going into biomass, to biogas for the gas that we need, for example, in the paint shop. A huge project regarding CO2 reduction is what we do at the moment at Škoda Energo, which is our energy supplier, which has a power plant here within the plant, which is not only delivering the energy to Škoda, it's also delivering the energy to Mladá Boleslav and the surrounding villages and cities. And we are at the moment in the middle of the transformation to change the supply from coal to biomass. This will happen within the next 3-4 years, and this will make our whole production CO2 neutral. This is really a huge project. On the other hand, of course, we are permanently working to use more sustainable materials, to reduce the environmental impact of our production. For example, in paint shop, that we have less waste, less paint waste, which is always a big issue. So there are a lot of projects ongoing, actually.
And Andreas, since you are the biggest one, let's say it here in production, could you tell me what is a production-made car and why is it so important for Škoda Auto?
It's very important and getting more and more important to have a very efficient, cost-efficient production. Yeah? And to really reach this target, we need cars, we need a construction of cars that are really easy to produce, easy to assemble, without not that much possibilities to make mistakes, to say it this way. Because we at Škoda are famous for being cars with a good quality and also which are affordable. So this is, of course, one of our main focuses to keep the production costs down. And then, of course, what is part of this is really to design cars in a way that you can bring new cars with low investment into existing facilities, and also not only with low investment, also within a very short time frame. Because if you have to stop the production because you have to integrate a car, it costs a lot of money, of course, because you cannot produce. So these are the main factors where we are looking for. Producibility, investment, and speed.
Thank you for a very nice answer. Andreas, tell me also, please, how will you go on with the FORCE program and will you transform it?
I think transformation is the right word. The FORCE program was invented 5 years ago, and it created really a lot of very good results. But the times have changed. We are now really in a transformation. We see a lot of fundamental changes in how cars are built, and we see the transformation into electric cars. And this made it necessary to really focus on different things So we developed our strategy into what we call now peak. And we set there then different adjusted priorities. Partly it's the same, but mainly it's really focusing on new areas.
And could you describe me maybe some pillars of the peak strategy and how will you implement it?
So there are three main pillars.
Okay.
One pillar is future-proof factory. So what do we need to do to really bring our factories through the transformation in a successful way? Yeah? The second thing is operative excellence. This is more about the here and now to really bring down the factory cost.
Okay.
And the third big pillar we call leadership and responsibility. This is mainly about people, because the people really are the key factor in such a transformation process. It's also about internationalization. Yeah, this is for us also part of responsibility to do the internationalization of Škoda, for example, into India, in the ASEAN markets, in a way that we can secure our future.
Okay, understand that. And what I would like to know, if you are more into radical changes or like phased changes in terms of production changes, of course.
It's both.
It's both.
It's both. In production, you have to optimize permanently. Yeah, but of course, in a situation like we have now, also there are radical changes necessary.
Okay.
But if you then do a radical change, you then also have to start again to optimize gradually. So it's not the one or the other; it's both. Very welcome to our assembly hall.
Okay.
So, like you can see here, these are the platforms that we are producing here. This is also very interesting. It's the electric wires of a car, so you can see how complex it is. And if you're entering here, you're coming directly into the main assembly line where we are doing the Enyaq and Octavia.
Okay. Okay, Andreas, our other topic is electric cars. What is the biggest challenge Škoda Auto is facing there and how is it prepared for it?
I think actually we are very well prepared for the electric cars. This is why I brought you here into our hall M13, where we are producing the Enyaq, our very successful electric car. We already also have the Elroq, our new car that is coming end of the year on the line. Unfortunately, I have no chance to show you, but it's a really beautiful one. So I think we are really well prepared. The biggest challenge at the moment is, like I mentioned earlier, that the demand for the electric cars is very volatile. So we have really to manage the transition from the ICEs to the electric cars. But the qualification for our people we already did. They are very well prepared for more volume, more electric cars in the future, and there are even much more to come in the future.
Okay, I'm pleased to hear that. And if you are comparing the EC cars to electric ones, which one has the higher demands on the produce?
It's not very different, yeah. From a production point of view, both are cars, and if you look behind us, these are the platform. On the right side, you have the platform of the MQB with an engine. On the left side, you have the MEB platform with a battery. So they are both cars. Yeah?
Okay.
So from a production point of view, of course, you have some challenges. For example, that an electric car, especially in the assembly, and because of the structure, is much heavier than an ICE car. So we have to adjust our conveyor systems. Of course, we have to adjust some installations where we need really to prepare for that there is no combustion engine in, that there is a battery inside, all the checking processes. In general, it's not that big difference from a production point of view.
Okay. And how hard will it be to switch to production on electric-only cars? And are you already doing some steps for it?
Yeah, like I mentioned, we are here now in our production hall where we are doing the electric cars, the Enyaq, together with our Octavia, with an ICE car. And we are fully flexible on the assembly line, yeah? So we can do more of the one or more of the other. Of course, it's now the question if it comes to the transformation into a fully electric future, where I strongly believe in. We have now, of course, the task to plan our factories and to look when do we transition which plant into an electric for an electric car and into an electric car production site. Yeah, this is the tricky part.
Speaking of efficiency, what will be the key in the future? Is it human resources, energy, or materials?
Of course, energy and materials play a crucial role because energy regarding energy cost, regarding CO2 neutrality, also the material costs are of course a big issue, and also the transformation into more sustainable materials, renewable materials, second-use materials that we bring more and more into the cars, have special requirements, but at the end, the main factor is the people. Yeah, okay. It's like always. Yeah, because if you want to be successful, you need the people, you need the commitment of the people, and especially in a transformation phase like we are in, there is one competence very, very important. The people need to be willing to learn. Mm-hmm. And they really have to accept and to adapt into a situation where things are changing very rapidly, and this is really one big task we have to do to really go together with the people into this transformation, to think about how we can qualify them, how we can upskill them. And this is the biggest task, because we need the people and we need the ideas of the people. Mm-hmm. And especially here at Škoda, we have a great workforce, very high commitment to their work, to their job, and they really want. And this gives us a big opportunity for the future.
And other thing I would like to ask to you, is there a bigger push for the efficiency from electric cars or from the classical cars, or is it both?
It's both. Yeah, for both, the target is to produce the cars as efficient as possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because of the front of the customer, it's at the end we have to offer value for money, and for this the production costs is a very important factor. And this is the same for electric cars as it is for ICE cars.
Okay, understand. And may I ask you, could you provide me here in the factory with the car maybe? Can we check it?
For sure.
Okay, let's go then.
Very happy to do so. Let's go for a drive. This is my favorite color, really. And the car has been really improved a lot with the new generation, the interior, the exterior, the infotainment. So this is really a big step forward.
Mm-hmm. So, let's drive, Andreas.
Let's drive. Okay, so we are approaching now our test drive track, where we are driving and testing all our cars to find out if there are any noises or other reclamations, to be sure that we really can hand it to our customers in the best way possible.
Understand. Okay, speaking of all cars, Andreas, do you have any favorite car from the Škoda portfolio?
This is a difficult question. So can I name you three? Because it's actually
even better.
It's three. So one car is the 1930 Škoda Superb.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Which is really a wonderful car from the design point of view. Another car I actually fall in love when I came here, when I had more or less one of my first weekends, and I had the chance to participate at the Škoda Classic, which is an oldtimer rally, which is one time a year, and there I drove the Škoda Spartak.
Okay.
I fall in love with this car. So, and by the way, have you ever been to the Škoda Museum?
Not exactly in the museum, but I've been in the Superb you're talking about, because we made one episode about it. Yes, and it's such a beautiful piece of car. I love the materials, the history, everything. It's really
You should,
Nice,
if you have the chance, you really should visit the Škoda Museum, because they have really a lot of beautiful cars there, and it's really worth visiting. Yeah. So, and from our actual portfolio, my favorite is the car we are sitting in now. Yeah, it's the Kodiaq as a PHEV, which has now really an electric range of over 100 kilometer, and exactly in this color. Yeah. So this is at the moment my favorite one.
I haven't seen live, I mean, all the colors, but yeah, for now, I feel the same. And tell me, your family have joined you on your mission to Czech Republic. Do they like it till now, the living in Czech Republic?
They like it very much. They really like it very much.
And you? Do you already have some favorite spots or whatever? Maybe food?
So yeah, I live with my family in Prague. Kids going to school there, and I really like the city. Yeah, Prague is a wonderful city, and so of course we did some in the surrounding. Went to Karlstein and to Karlovy Vary, but we are still in the phase of exploring Prague, because there is so much to see that we are still having not ticked all our boxes for Prague. And also regarding food, it's also great. So it's good.
How do you like the atmosphere here in Škoda Auto and the employees?
So actually, I was very happy when I learned that I have the possibility to work as a board member at Škoda, because I think Škoda is really a very, very special company. And one thing is the people. I had in other jobs already the opportunity to work together with some people from Škoda, and I always very much liked how they work, how is their approach, because they are very problem-solving oriented. They are not thinking in problems; they are thinking in solutions, and they are very flexible. And it is really a very good way to work together, and a very successful way to work together. And it's for me really a key of the success of Škoda. And the other thing is that Škoda has really a very long heritage. So I learned the second oldest car brand in the world. We celebrate next year 130 years of Škoda. We are celebrating this year 125 years of engine production at Škoda. Yeah, so this is not only the car; they also produced very early already engines. And as a technical guy, where there had to come a lot of really inventions out of Škoda. One example is the aluminium die casting. Everybody is at the moment talking about. Tesla does this very much. This was actually invented here in Mladá Boleslav.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we already have here a foundry. We do a lot of the aluminium casting for engines, for gearboxes. And the other thing is, what also a lot of people really don't know, is the first car with the self-supporting body was the Škoda 1000 from 1964.
Never heard that.
Which also has been produced here in Mladá Boleslav. And interestingly, exactly where we are now. Yeah, this is now the old part of the factory, and this part of the factory was built in the 60s exactly for this new car.
I feel like you have prepared very good for this road through the factory, Andreas.
It's a good timing, actually, but it's really interesting. I learn every day more about the company, and it's really a strong heritage. And like I mentioned earlier, you see it also at the Škoda Museum when you look at all these nice cars you have there on exhibition.
Well, you are speaking about it very enthusiastic, and well, it sounds like you really like your job here.
I do, actually I do.
And compared to your other work experiences, is there something where do you think that Škoda is really special?
Yeah, I think what I mentioned earlier, it's the people, the way how the people work together, also between the different departments. It's really problem-solving oriented, and this this makes Škoda really special and fast. Yeah, and you see this in the projects we are doing, and you see this also in the success in the market with the cars we have. And this is part of the reason why I like it so much to work here.
And I have to tell you that makes me feel even more proud. Such a great brand we have here in Czech Republic.
Yeah, you can.
Tak a tato jízda, to byl samotný závěr dnešního dílu. Já vám děkuji za pozornost. Vy nezapomeňte, že nás můžete lajkovat, ptát se na otázky a také sdílet. A já se budu těšit zase příště. Mějte se hezky.